All right. I am with Amy. I appreciate your time. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I am doing great. Now we've been talking for about 45 minutes
Mhm.
before started making this video, learn a little bit more about you, obviously trying to understand where you've been, where you're going. And the one thing that I just want to say right off the bat is what you're doing a little unique that from the other people I've been talking to lately making these videos is your marketing strategy. You're the first person so far that has told me that you're utilizing all the free marketing strategies, the Facebook groups, the LinkedIn groups, and stuff like that. But how we got to this call was you closed your first business credit deal. You said you also closed a lending deal. So obviously, I've been reaching out to everybody saying, hey, let's jump on a call if you want. You were nice enough to do so. But if you want, give a little background on yourself, whatever you feel like feel comfortable talking about, and then also just mention a little bit about what you're doing in the marketing. And the first two deals you did, you said you have don't know the people, you're just using organic and free marketing strategies, and it works. So,
It does. It does. Okay, so I'm Amy. I have two kids. I grew up in Texas, but I am now in Arizona. Um, I have assisted surgeons in surgery for the last 17 years. And it's exhausting and it's stressful and it takes a lot of time. I have spent most of my time away from my family through their life. So I have done several different things through the years trying to get myself away from the hospital, but matching the income has been a challenge. So, anyway, I was super, super happy when I found this. I was like, it's definitely something that I can do. And it's something that I know will get me eventually away from the hospital completely. So, um, my marketing strategy has been there's several different business Facebook groups. I have joined as many of those as I could. Some of them I didn't feel were right for me, so I unjoined them. But I've joined as many of those as I could, and I've just put my information, everything about what I'm doing basically in a short, 2, 3 sentence thing with my website and posted it. And then, of course, on those, they also have like share your business, get more eyes on your business on different posts. So, like, there's 300 people posting on this post sharing their businesses. So, been doing that a lot. There's Craigslist. There's several different classified type things online that you can post on that I've been posting on for free or for pennies. And then also there's different social media type platforms that I've been utilizing as well. They're similar to LinkedIn, but they're smaller. You can do local for free or national for a small fee, but it gets your name out there and you just start networking with the people around you. So that's actually been my biggest ways of doing my marketing. So just kind of trying to reach all the free platforms as much as possible and go from there.
yeah, and it works, and
Mhm.
it's funny because as you were saying, your job is very demanding, exhausting, but you're still putting the time in. And I always tell people you either make excuses or you make money, and you're willing to put the time and effort into this to obviously get it off the ground and get it going. And that's amazing because most people will use that as an excuse and just say, I don't have the time, I'm too tired. But you're obviously one of
I
those
want
people.
it to work. I want to get out of the hospital, and I know in order to do that, I have to put in the time. I'm on my days off. I'm up till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, just sitting there doing the research, rewatching the videos. I've rewatched the videos probably 5, 6, 7 times, as well as build it. I went back and I rebuilt my own website, and I did that over this last weekend. And there's just a bunch of different things that I have done to put my own touch on my business because I want it to be me. So I've enjoyed learning as much as I could and doing the research. And Google is my best friend. It's like I don't know this, so I'm going to Google it. So yeah, it's been a great few months. I think I started the end of February. I signed up end of February, and I know this is May, but the end of April, beginning of May is when I actually started making money. But I took the time to actually learn everything before I started talking to people because I didn't want to sound like an idiot or anything when I started talking to people. So I wanted to know the material and stuff first.
Yeah, and that's the way to do it. Everyone's gonna be a little different. I'm the type of person, I'll take the risk and I'll to sound like an idiot, but I just want to move forward. Some people, want to be more prepared. We're all a little different that way. That's fine. But yeah, I mean, it's great that you're just doing it, and it's you're moving forward and it's happening. One quick question I have for you is, because you said something before about that you understand the business, you understand the demand for it, and it's something that you actually looked at doing a few years ago with the business credit stuff. Right? You kind of had some ideas, so you already were a little familiar, which is great. But why? So why in just your world and your career, what made you want to get into this business, and then also what made you work with us specifically?
So I saw your ad on Facebook as I was scrolling, and I have been looking for something else recently. Um, Again, trying to just get out of the demanding hospital. So I had been looking for something else, and so your ad rolled across my news feed, and I was like, that's interesting. That's something I could do. And I did a little bit of research and kind of looked up loan broker, and then kind of, looked up at your business name and your stuff. And I was like, okay, that seems legit. That seems cool. I can do that. So I went back and I watched your video one evening while I was at work. And then I saw like it had two different payment type options. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I can do that one. And then I was like, do I really want to do that? Do I really want to put that money into that until I know? And then I thought about it for like 3 days, 3 or 4 days. It kept just nagging at me. It's like, go do it, Amy, go do it, go do it, go do it. So I finally just, grabbed the bull by the horns and was like, let's do this, let's go. And so I was all in at that point and just went ahead with that first package of, I can't remember what it was, like $398 or $498 or something like that, and said, okay, let's do this. And here I am. So it kind of kept tugging at me. It kind of kept nagging at me. You got to go do this, Amy. You got to go do this. So when something stays on my mind for that long, I know it's meant.
Yep. No, you took that was an offer we were running a few months ago. So you definitely took advantage of that and worked out for you. So that's good. So you already understand this industry, the loan broker, maybe I guess you had to learn a little bit about that, but because you already have the background in credit repair, so you have some understanding there. So I guess that's the reason why this was familiar to you and you felt comfortable, right?
Absolutely. I would say that's absolutely why I felt comfortable.
So when you first saw this online, what made you realize, because we always get, is this a scam or, all that type of stuff. Yeah, people always assume the worst. What made you get past that? What was it? Was it Kevin Harrington? What happened that you felt like, okay, and this is legit?
No, I'm a pretty trusting person for the most part.
You're from Texas.
Right. I don't automatically just originally think scam. I know people that do, and like their first thought is, oh, that's a scam, that's a scam. It was like, is it though? I mean, just if you put in, like I said, I did a little bit of research. I looked up your name, or I looked up whatever name was on the ad. I don't remember now what it was, but I did a little bit of research first just to make sure. Especially when I saw, it's like $500. It's like, yeah, I mean, yeah, I got it, but I don't really want to just throw it away either. So, I went and made sure, and I didn't really see any bad reviews or anything enough to make me shy away from it. So and then it kept, like I said, it kept tagging on me. Sorry, I can't think of what I'm trying to say, but it kept just saying, okay, Amy, go do this, go do this. So
yeah,
I went ahead.
So after doing some research, just by doing the research, you realize, okay, this is.
I really research just about everything.
No, that's good. I do the same thing. Of course, we should all do that. That's what we tell everyone. People say it all the time to me. Well, why should I do this? Someone literally said it to me today, though. Oh, well, I'm not really sure. I'm like, well, just do your research. I mean, here's the information. Do the research. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, it's not. I try not to sell people on doing this. We want you to want to do this because that's the only way you can be successful. You can't start a business by someone convincing you to do it.
Right.
You got to want to do it, right? It's the only way it's ever going to work. So people need to it's all about the mindset. When you come into this with the right mindset in any business, if you want to start a restaurant, you want to go open a franchise, whatever it is, you need to have the right mindset and understand what it takes to be successful. Now, you already had that because you're already doing the research, you're even at work doing the research, to do what you need to do, watch the videos multiple times. I'm sure you asked questions here and there whenever you had questions, and you just kept moving forward. If you hit a roadblock, you figured out how to get around it, and you just didn't let anything stop you. And that's the number one way that people are going to be successful. You have to understand what it takes to be successful, right?
Right.
If you're going to go train for a marathon, you need to know, okay, this is what I need to do to go complete a marathon. If I want to be an Olympic athlete, I know what I need to do that. So if you're going to be a successful business owner, it's the same thing. You need to know what you need to do to be a successful business owner.
Right.
It's all the same stuff.
Right. Take the time, write yourself out a little plan, make it realistic goals. Don't say, well, in 5 minutes, I'm going to be making $20,000, because it's not a realistic goal, so you have to actually, for me, sometimes it does take me a little bit longer to actually start making the money because I'm going to put in that extra time and make sure I know everything.
Yeah.
Just because like I said, I don't want to sound like an idiot. I want to make sure I know. And it's funny, like you said, you just jump in with both feet. My cousin, I was talking to her right after I got into this and I was telling her about it. She's like, how do you do that? And I said, do what? She goes, how do you make everything you do sound like you know everything about it? And I was like, I don't know anything about this yet. She goes, well, you are definitely the queen at faking it till you make it, man. Because she goes, everything you've done, when you call me and talk to me about it, she goes, it just sounds like you know what you're talking about. So I was like, well, maybe that's a gift. I don't know, but
that is a gift, actually. It is. But no, that's good. See, you're a preparer, right? You prepare yourself to do it right and to move forward. And that's cool. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
It's always my first client. So she'll give me honest feedback.
That's good. And as long as you don't quit, you're going to continue having success. You're carving your own path. That's what we tell everyone. We'll get you as far as we can go, but you got to carve your own path to make it to wherever you're trying to do it. So, we all do it. I do it my own path. There's other people I work with. They're all a little different, but we all have the same goals. We're all trying to do the same thing. We just do it a little differently. Like you wanted to look at Jonathan's Facebook lives to see how he's having success. So yeah, that's what we should all do. See what others are doing. That's why we have the community. That's why we have the Facebook group, so we can all talk to each other. Hey, this is what I'm doing. It's working for me. You actually taught me something before. You're doing your research. You found that thing on YouTube on how to do the SMS through Microsoft Excel. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So I appreciate you telling me that, because I got to look that up. But that's it. You just got to put their time and effort in and learn and keep learning and never think that you know everything. We even still today, I told you, I'm up to 2-3 in the morning most nights, just putting the effort in and basically trying to just research and how can I grow my business? What else can I learn? What am I missing? Because there's a lot of information out there. It's not all great, it doesn't all work, but we got to figure out what works for us. There may be marketing strategy that you do that I don't want to do, and vice versa, and the next person, right? So we got to figure out what works for us and the time that we have and the effort that we're putting in and our skill set. We all have different skill sets. I do, like you said, I can walk into a meeting not knowing anything about something and actually sound like I know what I'm talking about to an extent. Awesome. So, you're the same way. That's good. I don't mind being unprepared in certain things. It's just the way I've always been, but you want to be more prepared. No big deal. That's what makes us all different, but that's really cool. If you had advice for someone just getting started, like you are just getting started yourself, but if this is their day one and they're ready to go, what do you say to that person?
Make sure that, for me, I would say, make sure you do some research. They might not want to do that. So just go over the classes, go over all of the videos. You will learn how to do this. Yes, some of them are a little bit vague in some ways, but at the same time, if you just really pay attention to what you're watching or listening to, then all of the answers are there. And that may be one reason too. I went back 3 or 4 times and rewatched them 5, 6 times, however many times I went back and rewatched them, because I wanted to know, okay, did I miss something, or I don't have the answer to this, so let me go rewatch and just see. So definitely watch your videos, learn as much as you can. read the website. Even the website that's made for you, it has information on it, and that's one reason I wanted you guys to build my website first, is so I could read the website. And I didn't know how to word things yet with the loan brokering stuff, and that's another reason I had you guys build the website to begin with. And that even, helped me out a little bit. So just jump in with both feet, and do your homework, and don't quit. Just don't quit. Just keep going, and just keep pushing, keep hustling, and you'll get where you want to be.
Yep. And if they do have questions, you just go to the Facebook group and we'll get it answered no matter
Yep.
what. But it's cool that you're because we tell everyone, if you want to edit your site, feel free, make it your own. We just want to get the headache of building a site and getting up and running. We want to take that off everyone's plate. And then of course you can always change it around and do whatever you want after the fact, that's totally fine. And sure, you should do that. And again, just make it your own wording, your own branding. You can even make your own videos, put that up, you have full control to do whatever you want. We don't want to prohibit people from doing anything, or put them into a corner. You know what I mean? We want
Right.
you to
Absolutely.
do whatever you want to do. So cool. All right. Well, I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.